Now you were saying that you were lamenting the fact that you were going to be frazzled, that you like doing the smaller movies.
Oh, I was saying that I didn't know.
Because you didn't have to do junket for what you called shitty movies.
You're right. Yeah, I mean, I've never done a junket. I've never done one. But it's, yeah, you do it. You gotta do it, I guess.
But you do it.
But you do it.
Yeah. Well, I definitely appreciate the time, obviously.
Absolutely.
So, I know that it's work on your end as well, you know what I mean? It's like kind of a surreal kind of work, but I understand that it's work.
Yeah, it's just showing up to places and... You know what it is? It's, I'm just not that interested in the process. I wish movies didn't have to... The less you know about a movie, almost to me, it's better. Because you don't have... when you talk about it so much, it kind of spoils things, I think, sometimes.
Sure, I've often wondered...
But go ahead and ask your question.
No, totally. And we're here with Zach Galifianakis.
Exactly, yeah.
Movie star Zach Galifianakis talking about not talking.
Right.
Do you want to talk about something else then?
We can talk about anything you want to. Sweet. It doesn't matter.
Your middle name's Knight. How badass is that?
Yeah, it's Knight.
Not like M. Night. Sorry, I shouldn't.
No, not like M. Night Shyamalan. But yeah, it's my mom's maiden name. My grandmother's maiden name.
Oh, so it's sweet and badass.
Yeah.
Nice. But we joke around or whatever, but you're totally right, and I should get fired for that, hopefully, because I make a living doing this. But as a movie lover, I lament, and I get in discussions all the time with people that it's like, okay, where the industry is going right now and creating news, and asking whether Brad Cooper's going to be Green Lantern in 6 months creates this sort of feeding frenzy where by the time you see the movie, you've already seen half of the movie and clips and the trailer and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's I guess the theory, some of the theories that Americans have such short attention spans, you really kind of have to force feed them and this information so they don't forget that this thing is out there.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
See, but I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. It's interesting.
How do you like to see movies? I mean, what kind of movies do you like?
Well, I'm a bit of a snob, to be honest. I mean, I like movies without celebrities in them because it's more interesting if you can't make a connection to someone. I gotta tell you, I like these artsy fartsy movies. I do.
Like Paul Blart Mall Cop, or
not that artsy. Not that
that's
artsy.
A little too high level.
Yeah, it's a little bit too highbrow. I don't know. All those Scottish movies that come out, they like Breaking the Waves. Those kind of sad.
Or like Wind That Shakes the Barley, or
what's that one?
Which yet again another. It's either Irish or Scottish, which I should be kicked out of the club for not remembering.
Not knowing.
Both the film club and the Scottish club. But yeah, no, it's really good. You should check it out. It's fantastic drama.
When the wind blows the barley.
The wind that shakes the barley.
The wind that shakes the barley.
Yeah, check it out. If you're
into
like
a Coors Light commercial.
I think so.
Yeah.
And there's also sort of a Witness reference there, or a Gladiator homage, I'm sure. But so this is going well.
This is going very well.
No, I gotta say I'm kind of excited a little bit about this movie. I think it's a very funny movie, by the way, and I think you're very funny in it. And the vibe that I'm getting from everyone that I talk to, and me personally, actually, is that they're really happy to see your particular brand of comedy, which isn't necessarily being done by anyone else, maybe, kind of get more of an audience, Are you excited by that at all? The idea of reaching a broader audience?
Yeah, I mean, I am. I never really gave it much thought until 2 days ago.
When you had to start thinking
about it.
By the way, you're going to have to answer questions.
Right. I really didn't. I didn't even look at it that way. I was just like, well, it's just a job. That's what I think is good about this movie, The Hangover. I mean, Todd's allowed some of this more... This humor that might not have worked or ever been allowed in movies maybe 10 years ago, 5 years ago, which kind of is maybe a bit more, some of the things I say is just absurd or just kind of questionable, and yeah, I'm really, really excited about it. I guess does it justify a person, or does it just, I don't know. It's just, it's fun. I mean, when you're used to, I'm like a person that's played, 200 seat rock clubs here and there and coffee houses and for years. And after 31,000 open mics, it's starting to pay off. So, no, it's nice. I don't mind it. I like it. I don't know if it'll last, but this was fun to do.
Oh, it's a very human response, I think.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know what all this means, but people are asking me questions about. And we just did the Hollywood Foreign Press thing.
Mm-hmm.
It smelled like European mothballs in there.
Did that throw you off?
No. But they were asking questions to Bradley, and I was. I didn't even know. I know Bradley, and they were asking him about women and his relationship with well-known actresses. He's never even talked to me about stuff like it's not part of him. And all of a sudden, it seems like, well, whether you like it or not, we're going to force you into being this guy that talks about his love life. And the thing is dangerous. It can drive somebody crazy.
Yeah. Are you worried about that? Did you have to
For
answer
me,
any questions for you or no?
For those kind of no, God no. Yeah, they asked me questions. They were good questions. They were fun. Those people.
But
were
it wasn't
nice.
about what you were wearing or anything like that.
Yeah, it wasn't about me and and actresses. It was about me and being in a jockstrap.
Which is the zenith of your career, perhaps.
You do a movie and then you shoot it and you go and you forget it. For me, I forget about it. I'm like,
right.
Oh, right. I put a jockstrap on because
call mom. Invite her to the theater.
My mom has seen me do that stuff around the house many, many times. Be that kind of, and in the privacy of your own home, it seems I mean, I grew up being like that. I mean, we did that kind of humor in the house, stupid, childish humor. Just for, my brother used to walk around with no pants on just to make my mom laugh, and then all of a sudden you're doing it in a movie.
Well, that's kind of cool, though, right? I mean, it translates. It's kind of cool that you had a supportive family that cultivated this youth where you could be funny that way.
Oh, I had a very supportive family, but I don't know. We're still reserved people in certain ways. It's not like my mom's wild or anything. She just she's very proper, and for her but she likes that kind of weird stuff sometimes, but not publicly. She likes it,
Well, it's good because we won't be posting this on a website that gets.
No. You got me hits you get?
About 1.5 million every month. Or hits, that's just visitors, yeah. So.
Oh, I didn't know.
Do you want to apologize to your mom?
She doesn't do the internet. She doesn't know how to do the internet.
Yeah, but still, it's out. It's out now. We know her that she's proper, but she laughs at
she was here this
naked butts.
She was here this weekend, and there were many times where I had to remind her that it's a character I'm playing, and they don't care. They don't care. I mean.
It's funny you bring that up, but during the roundtable today, it seemed like there was a frustration there as well. Just a comment, even people that are film journalists kind of mistaking the idea of like Zach in the movie versus Alan, who was your character.
Yeah, I kept thinking that, like, if this were a World War II movie, would people be going, have you ever been in a concentration camp? Mm-hmm. No,
that's a good question.
It's a movie. This is a movie. I don't go to bachelor parties. I don't. I'm playing a character. It's interesting that people make that. They want. I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe people want to believe in they would rather the character be there than the boring actor. Maybe. I don't know.
It's like you said earlier a little bit, maybe about the recognizability of faces and characters, and you don't like that in movies because you want to see a character.
Right.
So. Yeah,
exactly. That's.
But maybe it still means that you have to parse words a little bit and make sure that they quote it down as Alan having a child.
That's right. That's what you're talking about. Yeah.
Because there was school. You have these jokes in the movie about not being near a school and that sort of thing, and it kind of comes out that Alan is, for whatever reason, has sort of a sketchy past with young children.
He does, but it's not from a point where it's sexual in nature. It's all it is that he wants to befriend anyone, and he doesn't have he's not an ageist. He doesn't. You know what I mean?
See, you're getting Alan. Alan's getting gruff for it being a purient thing, and it's actually that he just wants to make friends.
It's just that he wants to make friends. That I don't know if it came across, but that's my excuse for it. I just would say the jokes on set, and Todd's like, keep going. We're gonna keep doing these kind of hints at, and it was funny. I mean, it's just funny that. Only if he's lovable. But if he wasn't lovable, then it wouldn't work. If he wasn't an idiot, then it doesn't work. It works because some kind of element of his mind isn't there.
Whatever that element might be.
What is the part of the brain where it tells you shouldn't hang out with children? Well, is that the medulla oblongata, cerebellum? What's the other parts of the brain?
I'm a liberal arts major. I have no concept.
God, what are the parts of the brain? I used to know. Something cortex, not cortex.
Cortex, yeah.
What is it called? Cerebellum, medulla oblongata,
cerebral cortex.
That's it.
Right.
That's it.
I feel like we've achieved something here.
There's a couple other parts of the brain. I can't remember what they are.
Hey, so we're gonna wrap up.
Okay.
I guess because it's that time. But I did want to ask you about the Green Lantern rumors about you. You mentioned at the table. You might be, and I work for the internet, and so if you want us to start a rumor that you're going to play Hal Jordan in Green Lantern.
Is that the main guy?
Yes. Yes, it is. We can edit that part out so they don't think that you...
No, I think there are rumors out there that I'm playing a character called the Green Tomato, and it's just this green fat guy that walks around in a cape. Green Lantern, I don't know anything about that. I can't talk, I don't know what you're talking about.
Good. We'll extrapolate that to mean that you have already signed up.
Yeah.
Excellent.